What's going on, brothers? It's not me tell you the name. Got a video for you. It's written title, Autopilot, Part 5. Here goes. So, I got a couple of hours before the adverse weather really kicks in, so I figure I'd go and get this video off my chest. So check this out, brothers. We all know that this lifestyle, this philosophy is on autopilot. And considering what took place during the 2024 Olympics, considering what goes on over on TikTok, and what the trolls, ditch pigs, and walking trash cans are trying to turn YouTube into, this philosophy and this lifestyle will remain on autopilot for the foreseeable future. Well, into 2030. Well, it's 2030. Because, I don't know if you noticed or not, but if you say that men are not getting married because women will not stay married, and you point out that 70 to 80% of the initiators of divorce are women, apparently you are a toxic, misogynist extremist. For you serial paint sniffers who watch my videos, tell me if I got all the buzzwords right. But yeah. Have you noticed that these trolls, ditch pigs, and walking trash cans who have a problem with this philosophy and this lifestyle, none of them are angry at the boomer feminists, the bitch-made simps, and these female professors who lied to them? Have you noticed that? None of them are angry with these old feminists. They're not angry with their mothers. They're not angry with these bitch-made simps who gashed their head up and lied to them day in and day out. They're not mad at them. They're mad at us for telling the truth. I've noticed it. And I know a lot of trollops over on TikTok have noticed it too. Especially the ones who are now changing their colors. And they're sitting up here chameleoning away because the pet wallets are gone. Their ticket to Easy Street is evaporating. And thanks to the trouble and labor in the capital, it could be permanent. So here they are. A lot of them are now pretending that feminism didn't happen. They're pretending that they've always supported men. They understand what we go through. They truly understand. Their eyes are opened. They've seen the light. And we all know that that is a load of abject bullshit. It is. Nothing stops this philosophy. Nothing stops this lifestyle. And I'm going to say it like this. About 7 to 8 years ago, I had said in a video, I think it was called The Consequences of #Mgtow. I said that men of means, and even young men, were just going to go for broke. I said that. I called that. And you fast forward to today, that's exactly what happened. After #MeToo, #KillAllMen grew legs and took off like a bat out of hell, all these men worth their salt, men who have eyes, ears to hear, even a portion of the simps just said, you know what, forget it. I'm out of here. And here we are. Here we are. You can have a problem with what I say and how I say it, but you can't call me a liar. You can't call me a liar. You see, we didn't destroy the nuclear family. These feminists did. These domestic creatures in a high place, they did. But now they're complaining because there's a police shortage. There is a shortage of meat to throw into the meat grinder. And they don't really know how they're going to get their extra pound of flesh. I know what you're thinking. Well, that's what the migrants are for. And I got to say it like this. I don't think those sleeper cells are going to act accordingly. I think the sleeper cells are going to do an about face and then eat the lunch of these demented creatures, these feminists, and these walking trash cans who voted for them to come here, who invited them here. That's what I think is going to happen. And as this trouble with labor in the capital gets worse, of course, these walking trash cans, these ditch pigs will look for a scapegoat, but they will have no one to blame but themselves. They have to look in the mirror. So, I'm going to call this right now. As the censorship here on the tube gets more heavy-handed, and the trollops, ditch pigs, and walking trash cans get more desperate, they're going to try to turn this platform into a carbon copy of OF. That's what's going to happen. And when it happens, it will backfire like a motherfucker. I'm calling it now. When they try to turn this platform into a carbon copy of OF, it's going to backfire like a motherfucker. And if you think a sizable portion of men are going the wrong way now, just you wait. Just you wait. You see, these trollops, these ditch pigs, these walking trash cans, and the thirst bucket hyenas who support them, they don't have any foresight. They're financially illiterate. They do not see the forest for the trees. And every stupid choice they make in this life is someone else's fault. So their pain, misery will just keep coming. It'll be perpetual. And while this is happening, I and brothers who've listened to this content and have taken my advice will be standing front and center, laughing our heads off. Their calamity is our advantage. These ditch pigs and walking trash cans tried to turn marriage, dating, and relationships into a life on Easy Street. Marriage, dating, and relationships became phooey. Fraud, usury, extortion. That's what it became. They turned marriage, dating, and relationships into phooey. F-U-E. Fraud, usury, and extortion. And now they're suffering the consequences. Sucks for them. But it's not what I think. How about you, brothers? What are your thoughts on the subject? Do you believe that this lifestyle, this philosophy is going to remain on autopilot for the foreseeable future? I believe it. Because our competition, they have no foresight. They're too stupid to admit that they're wrong. And I'm not going to clip the mess they made. They're going to blame someone else. And that's why they're going to always stay losing. That's why they're always going to stay losing. And that goes double for the domestic reptiles and the hoochies who are now pretending that they weren't pushing and pressing our genocide for the past 8 years on this platform. That goes double for them. Take heed, brothers. It's Mgtow. That's all I got for you. Like the badass here in the commentary, free to subscribe. If you're going to donate, visit my channel, you find a tip jar on my channel. Alright, fam. Alright, brethren, you know it's real. You know routine. Go away, live away. SYSBM is for these hoochies. These walking trash cans. These science projects. And these abject paint sniffers. Who are problem when we say it, give them nothing. This is Mgtow PSA. Welcome for state. See you soon.